Hello everybody, I'm Gus Peterson and I'm the guy who's putting together these series of interviews, and today I got Paul Rapp here. He's got another interesting story to tell about. So tell who you are, Paul.
I'm an attorney, former rock and roller, and I was with the firm that was representing Woodstock '94, before and after the event.
All right. Now you talked about you're the one who saved it, but that's a separate video. You'll have to find out one over here. But then there's the big controversy about all of the paintings that we all sort of looked at the side.
Yeah, they'd set up the walkway to the entrance. It was called the Mile of Art, and they had all kinds of art, huge, like 4x8 pieces of plywood and big canvases, all with an environmental theme. I think Peter Max was involved, and Stefano Castronova. A lot of major artists. A lot of them were friends of Michael Lang's. And then they also, had street artists come in, graffiti artists and amateur artists, and people could submit, and they would put it was like literally a mile long apparently with art on both sides. And the art was then going to be auctioned off. I think they had a tie-in with a vodka company or something. It was going to tour. There was going to be a tour of it. Then it'd be auctioned off, and all the money would go to save the rainforest or something like that. Well, on Monday, when they, after all the rains and all the chaos and everything, they went out and half of the art was missing. And they're going...
By the way, we have some videos of people taking them and putting in vans.
Perfect. Well, then you can cut that into here, because and they're doing an investigation. What happened? One person said, I saw a station wagon pull up, and a guy got out in a Santa Claus suit and loaded up the back of the back of his station wagon with art. And then we noticed that an awful lot, all of the canvas was gone. Some of the plywood art was still up, but all of the canvas was gone. And they decided the likely explanation for that was when it started to rain, a lot of people showed up unprepared. And this art, some of it was quite valuable, got torn down to make tents for the people attending the festival. This is when I met Michael Lang, who I just really liked a lot. He was just a very, very nice guy. And he had an art dealer down in New York who was supposedly orchestrating all of this. It was what I got a lot of this information, but it was his job to do the investigation. And, and a number of artists were threatening to sue. And then the question was, and I wasn't involved in this part of it. I would just help do the investigation and make a report. But they had to sue in order to trigger the insurance clause, is my understanding. And so some of these artists did get paid something for their lost art. But, there was no tour, and there was no vodka company thing. There was no auction because the art just disappeared in the rain.
No, well, we've all heard about it, and the question is, where did the art go? And judging from what you said, one piece went here, one piece went there, and nobody really got all of it.
Yeah, and there were guards. They had hired people to stand and guard the art, but when it started raining, the guards are like, this is not in my pay scale, and the guards just went home.
Well, I'd be willing to bet they had no idea of the value of those particular
of the art,
things.
yeah, and it wasn't their job to keep it from coming down, and it was chaos. They had other things to do. It was pouring rain, and it was a mess.
All right, that wraps up another one, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.